Good afternoon, I'm Susie Nordquist, and this is your midday news fix for Monday, the 2nd of September. Newly released child support statistics have been labelled as a national shame. Newstalk ZB can reveal 72%, or more than 66,000 of 91,000 New Zealanders who are expected to pay child support, are in default. 36 people, or 0.05%, have been referred for court action. The total that New Zealanders are in arrears by is $663 million. A Christchurch mother who is awaiting thousands of overdue payments wants enforcement ramped up.
The government spends so much time praising themselves for what they do for families or what they do for children in their budget. Actually, $600 million in front of children would make a significant difference.
A neighbour says they heard yelling at the Hamilton property where a boy was critically injured and later died. A man is due in court today on a murder charge following the death of an 8-year-old boy in a reported altercation on Anthony Crescent in Beda yesterday afternoon. The boy was critically injured and later died in hospital. 2 adults were also injured. Herald reporter Mariana Garcia says a neighbour told her they weren't surprised to see police at that address.
She said she heard shouting coming from the property yesterday. The way that she described it was quite aggressive shouting.
The housing market could be set to heat up in the wake of the official cash rate being cut. One Roof's house price report shows the average property value fell 1.7% to $956,000 in the 3 months to the end of August. Since the official cash rate was cut, the number of buy inquiries jumped 49% compared to the same period last year. One Roof editor Owen Vaughan says the market will respond as banks continue to lower their rates. The final moments of the deadly sinking of a super yacht have been revealed by crew members. New Zealand-born captain James Cutfield is being investigated for possible manslaughter after 7 people died in the disaster. The ship engineer and the watchman are also under investigation. Europe correspondent Gavin Gray says everyone was thrown into the water when the ship tilted.
He said we were walking on the walls of the boat and basically we did try and save everyone, and there were 15 survivors.
Cafes are weighing up raising prices for your caffeine hit or cutting opening hours. Some Wellington establishments partially putting the blame on public sector job cuts, which have seen thousands laid off. Flight Coffee Managing Director Richard Corney has penned an op-ed suggesting coffee should be $8 a cup. He says it isn't irrational for costs to be passed on.
It's very grim at the moment, and I would say it's absolutely worse than COVID.
Corney says $8 isn't sustainable for consumers outright, but there must be a balance. In sport, and Scott McLaughlin and Scott Dixon have formed a New Zealand quinella at the penultimate IndyCar race of the season in Milwaukee. American Emma Navarro has eliminated compatriot and defending champion Coco Gauff in 3 sets to advance to the quarterfinals of the US Tennis Open in New York. World men's golf number 1 Scotty Scheffler has won the season-ending PGA Tour Championship by 4 shots in Atlanta, meaning he takes home $40 million in prize money. I'm Susie Nordquist, and that's your latest news fix. We will be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.